to the Hillbilly View. Me and my friend here are gonna talk about the stimulus and what the Republicans are proposing and what the Democrats are proposing. The Today is the 14th of August, 2020. That's the year of the mysteriously gone toilet paper. So I have my friend here, Verda. Verda's gonna help us talk through some of this mess. She's gonna be on the left side of the eagle, which is for the Democrats, and I'm gonna be on the right side, which is for the Republicans. And by the way, I'm Granny. So Verda, tell me what we got going on for the Dems there.
Okay, the Democrats. Don't want to talk against them, but I'm no Democrat. Okay, Miss
I
Pelosi
shouldn't
wants
have gave you the Democrats, then, should I?
Miss Pelosi wants $1,200 check for all citizens plus the kids, 6,000 max. That's okay, but we can't afford it. We don't have the money. So Republicans, anybody like to have that, but
The
Republicans went down a little
Republicans
bit.
are also allotting a $1,200 check for all natural U.S. citizens and $500 per kids, and I believe that's a max of
3 kids.
3 kids.
Yeah. Also, though, Pelosi wants $1,200 for all illegal, undocumented immigrants. Well, I don't really think so. And
The Republicans, they're not offering
yeah,
a check for illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
They're just, they believe that if they deserve to get a check, they believe they should be
working for it like all us
registered-
hillbillies did.
registered
Yeah.
citizen, or at least trying to be a citizen of the United States. It needs to be documented immigrants.
Okay, now I want to talk about number 3. Immigrants and essential jobs cannot be deported as long as they are working as an essential healthcare worker, whatever. Well, I don't agree with that either. We got too many out of work people as it is that can take those jobs. Not trying to be mean, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, and the Republicans aren't offering anything for essential immigrants. So there's not going to be any jobs taken away by the immigrants that would actually have the place of a person working today and say your healthcare systems.
Yeah. Okay, we've got $600 a week on top of whatever you draw from your state for unemployment till January of 2021. What I got against that is nobody wants to go back to work, but there's no jobs to go back to work to. That's, again, we don't have the money for that. That's the 400.
Yeah, they're passing this down to our kids and our grandkids now.
Yeah, they're not gonna have nothing.
Being a hillbilly like myself, which I'm really not. I'm a damn Yankee, but being as it is, I think 600 was a little too much when they offered it in the first place. But again,
Yeah.
that was an order by a Democrat.
Yeah, it was.
Now, the Republicans, on the other hand, they're only offering $200 a week, up to 70% max of your wages, which is also the 600 side too, but, of the Democrats. But they were offering the $200 a week, and I'm not sure. I think that was per more negotiations of what the time frame for it to last. I don't know if it's a month or 2 months.
Yeah, I don't know either.
So Vera and I we're on number 5. Yeah.
Number 5, $1 trillion for state, local, and tribal governments. A lot of money. Maybe Pelosi and Schumer's gonna kick in and give that. I don't know. What do y'all think?
That's where they said, you go up $1 trillion and we'll come down $1 trillion and we'll have $2.5 trillion to add on to our, I think, $30 trillion debt at this point. too much money, folks.
Well, and also, I wish everybody's listening to this, if you guys are, write all this down. It's never mentioned. I hear Pelosi, she comes on, it's all about the children. It's all about the children. No, it's not. Write this down in your book. Write it down.
Well, you can even get it off the web pages like we did, because that's all we're doing is we're going in and just trying to fact check some of this stuff on our own. I guess if we'd post it on Facebook, they'd fact check it for us, because anything you say with hate in it or HCQ, or it's all getting censored. So anyway, that's another topic. Here we go. We're back on number 5 for the Republican side. They have $3.3 billion for the eviction protection, and that's more.
A lot of money. Of course,
that's for people that are possibly haven't lost their jobs, or they've had problems and they can't make their rents and stuff. So that's basically just like a temporary type fix for those that are having troubles, that they can pay your bills for you. I'm not really sure how it works, but anyway, that's what the Republicans have planned. On the Democrat side, where
we don't know if the $1 trillion for the state, the $375 billion for all that other, this eviction is in that. Don't know for sure.
I imagine that'd be the $175 billion housing assistance fund on number 7. You think?
Oh, maybe might be.
Might be.
Yeah.
So anyway, so read 6 down through some of those, and then we'll just go through the Republican side.
Yeah, 6, $375 billion for smaller suburban and rural municipalities. Not even sure about that. $175 billion housing assistance fund, which is probably like our eviction protection. $200 billion hazard pay. I understand that, but again, where's the money? $3.6 billion for election security. Now that one's kind of funny to me. It just is.
I'm not sure about any of that, and when I find out more, we'll dig more into that.
Shouldn't have to worry about.
Not sure what that actually means.
Yeah, shouldn't have to worry about security. If you'll notice, we're hillbillies here. We keep butting into each other talking, but.
If somebody comes to my house, they better well know Jesus, because that's the only way they're going to be leaving, if they come to rip me off.
Yeah. Okay, number 10. $25 billion to forgive the postal loan. Well, they keep talking about giving the postal. Well, they done apparently owe $25 billion. So, I don't know. I don't know what this is about, really.
25 billion, and they say they're forgive it, so they're going to give the postal office 25 billion, and it's forgiven. You don't owe us any more money. But wait a minute, the post office is charging outrageous shipping fees, because I've been shipping my kids some stuff, and it's just outlandish. I can't get over it.
And nobody forgives me nothing.
Yeah, let me forgive your bills.
And then number 11, $1 million to study the COVID-19 misinformation. If people were trustworthy and never lied, they wouldn't need that million.
What world are you living in there, honey?
I don't know. I can't, I thought everybody was honest. And I'm old and old and old.
I'm ready to remember now.
I still believe people are honest, but apparently not.
Well, now, I believe a lot of the people are honest still. I'm not sure politicians, but a lot of people still are honest. We still have a good world.
I am. So now remember that when you hear this voice. I'm not going to be saying nothing that's I don't believe to be true. Okay, number 12. Oh, this is a good one. Miss Pelosi wants the cannabis business for minority women, the minority people and women-owned aid for cannabis businesses for more drugs to be sold in minority neighborhoods. Well, again, what this is, I don't know. What do you think, Granny?
So little kids like me can get drugs.
Right. What I think on that one is they want to keep the people drugged up, as I heard somewhere on through one of the other TV news stations or something, that they wanted to keep the minorities drugged up so they can just say, okay, pass out more money.
Now here's one I want to talk about. Number 13, prisoners that are in bad health, diabetes, asthma, or if you're over 50 years old, to be released from prison. You know how many people will get killed if that happens? We've got them all over the streets, tearing up, killing. Everybody just said, "Oh, okay, go right ahead."
Even the Portland's shutting down and giving up on
just give up.
Giving up on the federal building and everything because they kicked the help that Trump sent in there.
Yeah.
They didn't like that. Oh, they're making more trouble. Oh, more trouble.
And he don't give them money. I don't blame him.
And
they want it burnt down.
The thing is defund the police. But anything that the police did that were catching these guys that are actually performing real vandalism, which is not just a myth, but they're performing real vandalism, and they're just turning around and letting them back out. So why would you arrest somebody? Okay, let's say somebody came and molested your child, and they went into jail, and they were let back out because, why? But they molested your child. So what are you going to do about me? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go with a gun and a bullet, and I'm going to be taking somebody out. Because ain't nobody going to touch my children, by the way. And we will be doing
Biden
human trafficking
pay anything
video coming up too. We've got a lot of videos we want to put out, and like I said, we're new at this.
Oh, we got a lot of them.
But we're just giving the world at this time, and just to see what kind of views we get and what kind of comments we would get. So,
well, we don't understand everything that's going on TV. It's like.
And so much being
crazy.
Censored, so we're just kind of filling in. So where were we on number 14? Repeal
the cap on state and local tax deductions. Well, that sounds like, I'm not sure. I've never been rich. I think that's for the rich people. Right, Pelosi? What do you think, Granny? That's what I think.
Okay, the cap. Okay. So that would, like, if you sold, the only thing I would think of to that, and I don't know, like I said, we got to do a little more investigations into some of this stuff, but a cap to me would, like, I bought a house for $50,000 and I turned around and sold it for $200,000, I would have to
just pay a certain little.
Well, yeah, I'd have to, on my taxes, it would be like a capital gain. So I believe that's repeal the capital gains on state and local deductions, something like that.
It's
but
stay
anyway,
up the rich.
Maybe not.
It's stay up the rich. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's help the rich.
Now, number 15. Each one keeps getting better. Nancy wants to see the lobbying shops in D.C. to receive small business loans if they need them.
Yeah, you're lobbyists. We're gonna allow them to have small business loans when they're already making Pelosi millions. And not just Pelosi, let me say a lot of the politicians, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to go over here to the Republican side, and I think we left off on the
eviction notice.
3.3 in eviction protection, and I believe that's for your landlords and yourself, people with not able to make the rent, that they're going to put the money out there and available for use. There's $100 billion in rental assistance, $20 billion in agriculture producers. $18 billion in defense spending. I
we
think
can always use that.
The $818 million for NASA. I think that's good too, because there's a lot of space projects going on, and I do believe we need to keep up with the times and beat the other countries around us. So I would vote yes on that one.
Yeah.
And a $1.8 billion FBI building, I'm not so sure about that one. But if they're gonna give the Democrats, let's see, $375 billion for suburban and rural municipalities, which I'm not sure what that is. I think that would kind of benefit. And we got $377 million for the White House remodel. There's another one I don't believe is in a COVID type deal, but
no, it's not. It probably does need it as long as the White House has been standing, but that's a lot of money.
Really, truly, and I don't believe they've done this yet, but every new president and First Lady, the First Lady takes over and she redoes the White House the way they want to do it. I don't believe Melania has done that, but again, that would be a further discussion on another day. So there we go. This is what they have proposed, and they're both the Democrat HEROES Act, the Republican HEALS Act. As you can see it on the screen, check it out. Take a screenshot, a picture, or whatever. Do some checking for yourself. We also have when Nancy Pelosi came on. Hold on 1 second.
Well, we don't mean to try to sound, Pelosi or, the Republicans. We don't mean to be. Well, we're trying to be.
Okay, this is the on the screen now, which is Nancy Pelosi's op that she did when she came out and discussed what the Republicans are not wanting to agree with her, and here's
it's because
her,
of this, yeah,
and it's because of this. Well, if you add that up, you got 60 billion, 100 billion, 75 billion, and 300 billion. You're looking at 500 in between 500 and 600 billion. So she says that the anti-hunger and food assistance, the Dems are saying 60 billion plus, and the GOP is only saying $250,000.
She has said that 3 days in a row when they say that is not so, but she keeps saying it.
Well, no, that's not what they have in their plan.
No.
Again, not for me to argue, just what Nancy Pelosi has up here, and we saw the figures of what was proposed earlier, but like I said, Republicans' plans was on the previous page there. They were ready for the Democrat to pull some stuff, so they were ready to add or take away. So anyway, go ahead, Verda.
Well, we're not, like I say again.
Verda, what's the next one?
I keep saying, I'm a hillbilly here. We're not trying to be mean, or I'm not trying to be mean, but it comes across that way. But I listen to this mess every day, and I get so tired of it. Anti-eviction and rental assistance, $100 billion, and we said nothing. That is not so.
GOP said nothing.
That we're not giving nothing.
Well, you know what? On this next sheet, remember that because there is stuff in that plan, and we'll show you what Trump does here in a minute about that nothing in the eviction.
Well, testing and tracing, $75 billion. I don't see that. Not that much.
I can see GOP 16 billion.
Yeah.
But 75 billion when we already did 65 million or.
And we don't even know where them's going or what's going on.
So many more.
None of it makes
sense. But the
sense.
thing is about the 75 billion for testing. Well, I don't know. This is what I've been hearing. A friend was a nurse and she sent in 100 samples to wherever they send their samples to.
Yeah.
And the thing is she didn't put anything on them. I mean, it was just a swab taken out of the package, put in a bag, and put something name on it and sent in. Well, those all came back positive. Okay, that was one instance.
Yeah.
There's another instance where.
Well, there's one where a family, somebody I know told this, a family made appointments to go get tested, 5 or 6 of them, I don't know. Well, they decided not to go. Okay, here a week or so later, they get results in the mail. You've all got COVID.
Then I heard there was I can't think of the country. The man's name starts with Tanzania or something like that. they sent in a bunch of tests,
with animals.
and 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 some of them come back showing they were a goat, and some of them come back saying pawpaw. Well, pawpaw's a fruit.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so the testing that we're getting is not. I don't believe all of it. I believe COVID's out there.
Yeah.
I believe it's damaging, but more to the elderly people like myself and Verda here. And if I just really don't believe it all is bad as they're saying. So
no,
anyway,
somebody's up to something.
from all the way the tests are coming out, the test, the number of deaths doesn't equal to 2018's number of deaths in the flu. And the flu and the COVID-19, I think some of them tests may be intertwined there. I don't know how many people died. But again, another topic. Now we got one more. We got the Safe Schools. 300 billion.
Democrats 300 billion.
And we say 105 billion. Well, I think there was a lot of money already put in place that's not been used for the schools.
Yep.
So they can, they got that 105 billion plus whatever's left, which would probably equal 3 billion. But I'm sure that, if it would be arguing over a, someone's life or whatever, I'm sure Mr. Trump and, and the Republicans would agree on that 300 billion. But anyway, if you add all those up, that's still only 600 billion. Where is the other 2 trillion?
It's what we just showed that she didn't want people to know.
But this is what she's saying that they're balking over.
Yeah.
Well,
she's hoping we don't remember the rest of it.
If that's all that she was wanting, I'm sure they'd sign a deal right away. So here we go. So Trump, on the other hand, he went in there. Wrong way. Sorry. Take another look. Okay, so Trump went in with some executive orders, and under the National Defense Production Act,
he can do this.
He can do this. Now, there might be some hairy lines, fine tooth of a comb, hair type stuff. But with him invoking the National Defense Production Act, I believe that this is allowed, but the only thing is if it isn't allowed, are they going to sue him? And are they going to sue him for giving you a payroll tax holiday? So when you get your paycheck every week or 2 weeks or month or however long it takes for your paycheck to come along every week, 2 weeks or a month, your paycheck is going to be, well, let's say like you made $300 a week and they took out $50-some in taxes, so you brought home in your pocket $250. Well, guess what? You get to bring home the whole $300. But it's a tax holiday, which means that come next year, as the year would roll around, in taxes, you would be responsible for the full amount.
But not if Trump.
But if Trump is elected, he said he is going to
forget it.
It'll be forgiven. So then they come up with Mr. Trump signed another executive order.
He goes middle ways, $400. $400
on the employment.
That makes a little more sense. At least he went in the center.
And I think I lost something there. I got but nothing there.
Oh, it don't matter.
The deferring interest on federal and student loans. Yeah, but there was 4, and now I only got 3. I've lost something somewhere.
Payroll tax,
on federal student loans. Okay, so there's the payroll tax, unemployment.
That's 3 in this
the eviction, the helping for the evicted. So that would be the bullet point 3. So he's allowing for eviction money be granted for those in need of it, and there is money. They were saying that he's going to get all this money out of the Social Security people's money. Well, no, he's not, because it was already money allotted that they can reclaim and put into another pocket. So, anyway, and then again, that was on Wednesday of this week. The Democrats have all went home until after the 4th of September or whenever Labor Day is, and with nothing accomplished, we have no deals between the two. So he issued another order today, which is a $1,200 stimulus for all citizens. Folks, get ready. You're going to get your money. I still, again, don't know lawfully why or way, how or who, but if it's any way possible, it's coming. And like I said, what are they going to do? Sue us? Sue him?
Look like idiots. They're not going to do
so.
that.
But I do have one problem, real big problem with Pelosi's. The $1,200 for illegal immigrants. They're taking jobs already. I don't believe that they should. This is like I said, these are opinions, but I just don't believe they should be getting our money free for what we've worked for and earned.
Yeah, all our lives.
All our lives for them to just come in and say, "Hey, I'm here. I should get it too." Well, anyway.
No, I don't either.
That's for another conversation, Verd. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it. Subscribe. Hit the notifications. And we hope to post another one soon. So if you like this one, come on back and watch another one. Appreciate it. Please leave positive comments. If you're going to leave a negative comment, please don't hurt us too bad.
Yeah, we're hillbillies. We can't help it, but we're proud of it.
Well, she's a real hillbilly. Isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, thank you, folks. Y'all have a good evening.
Oh, I don't want to.
Say good night, dear.
Good night, Verda. Good night, Granny.